Perthlight Girl here. So, do you ever order things from the seed companies and then you forget what you ordered? I have a bit of a guess of what might be in some of these boxes, but I thought they weren't coming in until the spring, so I may have made a mistake here. It looks like this one anyways might be bulbs or live plants that I need to get planted. This one might just be seeds, but let's find out. I forgot I'd ordered some Allium bulbs. So these are Allium, what are they? Atropurpureum. So I can't even remember exactly what these are. So I'm gonna have to look up the spacing and planting guide for them because they didn't come with any information on that for me. So one drawback I find from ordering from Bessie's sometimes is they don't always give you all the information. That would be nice to have on a package. And then the other box had some of my seeds that I've ordered for planting next spring. So just peas, broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, zinnias, pansies, snapdragons. What else did I have in here? Oh, and a pepper, a Monet pepper. So just a few different things. I'll probably show you some of my veggies later on, closer to planting time. But it's October 19th, so I need to figure out the spacing for these, and I hadn't even planned a spot to put them. I just knew I wanted more alliums in the yard. So I need to go and get these planted, because here, I mean, there's years we have snow on the ground already. It has snowed once here this year, but this fall, but it's all melted away, and I think I need to get these planted sooner than later. So give me a minute to figure out where I want these and how I need to plant them. And then I'm going to meet you out in the backyard and we're going to get these planted. Okay, so I did a quick little look, and these Allium are deep kind of burgundy purple color umbel. If you don't know, an Allium has kind of like a ball shape almost flower that's actually comprised of several different flowers all closely clustered together, and that's called an umbel. And it's about 2 inches across, and they say it's kind of like flat on top. So that's what these are supposed to look like, and they're supposed to be 20 to 30 inches tall. These alliums are going to bloom late spring, early summer. Here probably close, like more into the early summer area, are things I find here tend to get going a little bit later. So I think this will be a really good spot for them. What you're seeing behind me right here is some false turtle's head. So it takes a little bit of time to get going and then really comes into its own kind of mid to late summer. And the same with the echinacea right here. They take a little bit of time to get going. So this area can seem a little bit empty for the early part of the year. I have some dianthus in here and some phlox, and I have various spring bulbs that are planted through here. There's some sedum right behind me. Again, that won't really get doing much until later in the year. And then I have a hydrangea right here. So I think putting something that'll give me a little bit of that kind of earlier summer interest that has a little bit more size to it would be a good thing in here. It might be just what I need in this space. And I just happened to pull a dahlia out of here just a few days ago. So I'm going to be digging down. I'm just going to dig out a largish area and down about 4 to 6 inches, and then they want to be planted. The bulbs are 3 to 4 inches apart. I'll probably put them closer to 3 inches apart, and I have what I have here, 15 bulbs. So I won't need a huge space. This will probably be just the perfect size space here. And I'll just amend it with a little bit of bone meal just for root development. So I'm going to just work on that and get these going. So this soil should be nice and soft because, like I said, I was just digging dahlias out of here a couple of days ago. But the dahlias will have taken a lot of the nutrients out of the soil too. So bulbs have everything they really need to get going. You know, they contain a lot of that energy in the bulb, but I always think it's good to give them just a little bit of an extra, you know, some bone meal or something just to help them, you know, replenish when they've had that big spring push. So I just put some soil into a bucket just to keep it out of my way. I'll just loosen this so the roots can go somewhere. Mr. Worm. And I'm probably disturbing because, like I said, I do have lots of spring bulbs and things in here. So I know there's muscari because there's already some, you know, kind of, muscari tends to put greens up in the fall and then flower in the spring. So I know there's some of that here, and I know there's daffodils and tulips planted in this area as well. I can see right here what looks like a crocus corm that I knocked up out of the ground there. So I'm just going to put a generous amount of bone meal in the ground. Bone meal's high in phosphorus, which is really good for root development. So I'm just going to pop that crocus back in there. It's probably a bit deep for it, but it'll be all right. Here's the alliums. And I'm just going to drop them in here. I'm not going to worry a whole lot about how they're spaced. Just kind of put them where they land for the most part. Now the great thing about alliums is they're a bulb that isn't very attractive to most mammals. So if you have trouble with squirrels, well, that one doesn't look very good. I won't bother with that one. If you have trouble with squirrels or rodents, you know, getting into your bulbs after you planted them, then alliums are a great choice. Daffodils are another one that they tend to stay away from. So they're just not palatable to them, I guess. I don't think there's anything guaranteed not to be eaten by those things, but more chance of them being left alone. And there, bulbs planted. Guess I should dump this other soil back in there. Now they're supposed to be 4 to 6 inches deep, and it probably seems a bit deeper than that, but I'm pretty sure this will settle. Oh, there's a few more crocuses here. Let's get those underground. This will settle a little bit, and with our harsh winters, I don't think it hurts to have things just a little bit deeper anyways. Okay, so that's just how easy planting bulbs can be, especially if you have really nice loose soil like I happen to have right here. Usually in my clay soil, it can be a little more difficult just to get the hole dug, but that's all there is to it. So that's nice, a nice little surprise with some bonus bulbs I'd forgotten about ordering. And now they're all tucked in here. I'll have to go, my water's turned off outside already, so I'll have to go fill a watering can inside, and I'll just put a little water on this. I don't want it sopping wet, but I do want to settle the soil in around the bulbs. And that's all I'll do now, and just wait for them to come up in this next late spring, early summer. So, you know, if you haven't tried alliums, they are really a very pretty bulb, and I like them because, you know, you get so many of the bulbs are early spring or mid-spring, you know, type things, whereas this comes a little bit later after those have started to die back, and that's something that I really do appreciate about alliums. So if you haven't tried alliums, give them a try. Thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you next time. Bye.